Good morning, guys. Welcome to Trade Confident. Hope you're having a really good Friday. My goal in this video today is to give you guys the most in-depth analysis on Bitcoin we possibly can get. We're going to be looking at the jobs market, the report that's coming out today. This is on October 7th. What happened to the unemployment rate? We're going to take a look at that. We're also going to then do a year-over-year analysis. I think a lot of you guys are going to like this. What has actually happened to Bitcoin from October 7th, the day of recording this video, to the end of the year, the last 3 years, to see if we can have some prediction of price action. We're then going to go over pattern recognition to see, are we in a bullish or bearish pattern? And we're going to end the day with some on-chain analysis to look at what is happening with Bitcoin to give us an idea of where we could potentially be heading before the end of the year. So guys, let's dive on into this. Number one, September job reports. U.S. job growth cools but remains solid. Here's some key takeaways here. The U.S. added 263,000 jobs in September as the Fed pushed to cool the economy. Markets fell as investors assess the state of jobs and inflation. Okay, this gets a little wonky down here, so I need to explain this. This basically shows you guys a graph here of the jobs that were added. Here's how you need to interpret this. Employers added 263,000 jobs last month on a seasonally adjusted basis, the Labor Department said Friday. That was down from 315,000 in August. The unemployment rate fell to 3.5% from 3.7% a month earlier. Okay, the unemployment rate is actually better. It fell to 3.5% versus going up to, say, 4%. If it were to go to 4%, that means more people are unemployed, which isn't good for the economy. But you need to understand something. The unemployment rate fell to 3.5%. from 3.7 a month earlier, but the amount of jobs that were added were far less. This is down from 350,000 in August. It fell to 263,000. This up here, not the unemployment rate, because this is actually better. This is where I think the economy is actually seeing this push down this morning, and it's negatively impacting the S&P 500. From yesterday's candle wick high, we are down 3.27%, and the markets are bleeding, and we can also see this in Bitcoin. Only a couple trades, you and I, and maybe anybody in Matic is seeing some green days today. So I want to keep this adjusted to the right side of our chart over here. Number one is we have less job growth, and this actually is a bearish sign moving into fourth quarter, so I'll post that up to the right here. Okay. Let's dive into number two here. I think you guys are really going to like this analysis. The goal of this is look, what has happened the last 3 years from October 7th to the end of the year? And let's go in sequential order here. 2021, October 7th to the end of the year, we saw a 24.94% increase in Bitcoin last year. And remember, this is from this exact date until the high. Now, if you look at from the exact date to the end of the year, we got really high up here on about November 8th, and then we saw the markets crash. So this isn't telling you guys we're going to end well. This is actually showing you guys that we actually push up pretty decently. That's 2021. Let's take a look at this. 2020 over here. We saw a massive move up here, and funny enough, it came from a descending triangle pattern, which is the exact same pattern we're seeing over here. This pretty much moves straight up to the end of the year. Pretty much no drawdown whatsoever. 169.42%. All right, now let's come back and give ourselves more data. What happened over here? We ended up seeing a jump of 29.41%, but overall we ended up pushing down at the end of the year. So here's something interesting. From this date, October 7th, till the peak before the end of the year, we have seen a 29% increase from today moving forward, 169% increase, as well as a 24.94% increase in the market. So the number two sign, I'm going to overlap it over here, is we are actually seeing historical data from a yearly basis is actually pretty bullish. So year over year, we have been bullish in quarter four. Okay, so that's number two. All right, let me show this to you guys over here. You're probably looking at these lines over here and you're like, what is this? This is showing you guys where the volume sits on the exchange for Coinbase, for Bitcoin. We're gonna pull this over here. I wanna talk about the two death zones you guys need to be watching for. It sounds crazy, but you need to watch this. Biggest thing in this video, guys, before I end this, you definitely wanna be setting up the top and bottom finder on the daily, the weekly, the 4-hour time frame. We are getting back into Bitcoin when this thing comes over here and it shows us a buy signal on the daily. I think we have one more move down here. We're gonna get a buy signal. I'm putting in about $10,000 to $20,000 down here. I think this could be the last chance we get. Why? Because the last 3 years we've seen pumps before the end of the year. And they literally start like right now until, November 8th I showed you guys. This is where we can start pumping really fast based off the last 3 years data. So get the top and bottom finder. I'll give you guys a discount in just 1 second here. Watch this and set it up. That's the biggest thing to do to make money on this next, it could happen in the next week or the next month. Watch this over here. The high volume and low volume nodes is what I want you guys to be watching. These are what's called high volume nodes right here. These are what are called low volume nodes. What this does is it shows you guys where large amounts of transactions, not large transactions, large amounts of transactions went through. And here's what we need to be watching. This is a huge gap in price action right over here that you guys can see. If price falls below this high volume node over here, which you guys, if you look to the left, is right around 18,500, I would say anything around 18,000 and below, this pushes us into a gap right here. And this gap, guys, guess where the next high volume node is? It's down here at 11,622. Okay, that's a pretty decent drop in the market. If we look at the percentage of this, we're looking at about a 34% drop in the market that we could see because there aren't any transactions over here to act as support. Take this note down. For Bitcoin, 11,622. Now let me show this to you guys on Ethereum and let's assess both of these. The next high volume node for us, if we come down here and we can see it, the support is right around 1,050. I think we can all say $1,000. But if you look at this and you go down, easily the next high volume node is a 60% drop, guys, down to $400. Now, is it going to drop that much? I don't know, but I'm just showing you guys the actual data over here, what they call the on-chain data. Where has transactions been transacted the most? These will act as supports and resistances in the market. There is a huge gap here where there hasn't been any transactions. I think a saving grace could be 595. So overall, I got to add this over here as our third point. If we break these levels, and this is going to be a future forecast, this is an incredibly bearish sign, and we are closer to these than we are away from these right now. So number 3 is we have low volume node territory that we're about to enter into if we drop, and this could crash Bitcoin very quickly. All right, that is number 3. Let me come over here and show you guys number 4. It actually has to do with a report I came out with yesterday. This is what it says. Santiment is showing us that less than 9% of Bitcoin is actually on exchanges right now for the first time since 2018, and this is a vote of confidence for bulls. Understand something here, guys. If there is only 9% of Bitcoin on exchanges right now, that means there's about 91% of Bitcoin that is off exchanges in cold storage and it's not on exchanges to be sold. Why do people put money on exchanges, guys? They put it on exchanges to do the thing called exchange. They sell their coins. So we are seeing over here a incredibly, massively bullish sign, in my opinion, that if 91% of the Bitcoin is off the exchange, where is the Bitcoin to be sold to drop us down to these levels of, let's say, 11,622 like we talked about for Bitcoin, or around the $500 and $600 mark, maybe even $400 for Ethereum? Where is it? It's not on here. So I would say, guys, number 4 over here, we're actually seeing more bullish sentiment from an on-chain perspective over here, that we actually have 9% of Bitcoin on the actual exchanges. So I'm going to put this over here. This is a bullish sign for us. 9% of Bitcoin is only on exchanges, and that leaves 91% off. All right, number 5, I don't have a spot for this, but I'm going to add this for you guys, is pattern recognition. I know I'm going a little bit out of order, but we're going to cover everything, I promise. The pattern recognition is this. Descending triangle patterns in the market showed up here, they showed up here, and they showed up over here as well. And they showed up over here. Give you guys all 3. All 3 of these descending triangle patterns broke to the upside. It broke to the upside here, broke to the upside there, broke to the upside there, as well as we are looking for a potential break to the upside here. Do you guys think that maybe these guys over here who have taken their, millions of dollars, actually I'll give you the exact number, it's $683 million in just one single day was withdrawn from Bitcoin. This is still happening, okay? They're withdrawing their Bitcoin. Do you guys think that maybe could mean that the big institutions are like, hey, we're content with our Bitcoin holdings where we're at? They are not thinking the price is going to go any lower. If they did, we would have seen more Bitcoin held on the exchange to sell. Or, follow me on this, wouldn't they at least keep it on the exchange to see if we're going to drop out here? No. they didn't leave it on the exchange to look to sell it. They just took it off the exchange completely. So I think we are getting into more bullish territory than bearish. So here's what we need to do, and I'll end this video here, because out of all of this, you guys can assess the 4 points I put over there, 5 with the pattern recognition, but please set up the top and bottom finder and get your 53% off discount code that I'm going to show you guys here in a second. This is what you guys need to do. Get an indicator that can actually call bottoms, the best in the industry, so you guys can time this next move. All right, we need to do this. Guys, come over here to top and bottom finder. I want you guys to click buy and then click once per bar and do BTC buy, and then set up this signal over here. Next one, we got to come over here, click create on the alert signal, come do top and bottom finder, click strong buy once per bar and do BTC strong buy. This will give you guys a buy signal as well as a strong buy signal on the daily time frame. I'm going to call this out to all of our members when I see it, but if I'm sleeping or I'm taking care of my child or we're out on a date or something like that, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, but I am going to be placing a lot of money into the market on the next buy signal. And yeah, I'm going to be patient. I'm not going to try to squeak money in right here. I'm going to wait for that next signal because it called the jump over here. It called the jump perfectly over here as well. We're looking at it call the jump right there. We see the jump there. We saw the jump at the exact bottom, and we saw the jump over here at the bottom before we saw the move back up. This is the best indicator metric in the market to get you guys into the next move. And I do believe this is going to be a jackpot move for people to get back into. Because look, trend exhaustion is starting to move back down, guys. Well, money flow is starting to move back down as well. This is literally potentially the last time you have to get money into the market. Let me show you how to get this. There's a link in the description to our bundle pack and our indicator. This is what you guys are going to see. Scroll down. Get the bundle pack first today. It's Friday. We'll give you guys all access today. The bundle pack is 82% off our retail value prices. You will get the price for swell money flow, the trend exhaustion that we show on our charts, as well as 7 other indicators, even 2 Forex indicators that are awesome. Get that today. You immediately after checkout get the source codes as well as a 53% off coupon code for the top and bottom finder. You guys can buy this outright. That's totally fine. It's actually cheaper to get the bundle pack first, get all 9 indicators, get the coupon code, and then purchase. Take that 53% coupon code. Click right here, guys. Scroll down, click I want this right here, and then enter the coupon code right here. It is a $400 off coupon code, and we'll give you guys all access today. Please do this after the video and set the alert up on the daily, even the weekly, and the 4-hour time frame. Watch this because there's not another metric in the industry, guys. I know I'm pumping this like crazy, but literally, some of you guys could be getting into jackpot moves down here if you just get into the next buy signal, and I am going to be doing this as well as our community, which has about $35 to $40 million in it, so I believe it will start to impact the market. This may be the last time you guys have to get money back in. And timing this entry is incredibly crucial and paramount to your guys' actual accounts. All right, guys, I'll get off this video. Go into the description, get the 53% coupon as well as the 82% discount on the indicators. Get that set up today, guys. Watch over the weekend, because if we get over the weekend, I don't do videos, and that's where I'm going to be entering into the market. God bless you guys. Have a good one. Let's do this, and let's make some money going into fourth quarter. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.